All right, so I'm going to talk about disability insurance, or basically any type of insurance, or anytime you fill out a paperwork request form with our office for some other entity losing money, whether it's they're paying you and you're not working, or you're collecting on insurance or something like that. So insurance companies exist. They're a company. Their purpose is to make money. They're not going to make money if they're constantly paying people for things. They have entire departments that are dedicated to getting out of paying for things. So one example is my homeowner's insurance. When our air conditioning unit broke, that was absolutely covered, but when we first called them, they just said no. And then my husband spoke to them for 3 hours?
3 months.
3 months. And then eventually they paid for it. So it doesn't matter what type of insurance it is. So that's homeowner's insurance. Like, for example, today my friend told me she was in an accident. It was the other guy's fault. And her car insurance company wasn't going to pay because they said that they couldn't get a hold of the other guy. And she's like, he answers every time I call the phone. And they're like, well, he doesn't answer when we call, so we're not going to give you any money or anything. Like, they just try to get out of paying for things. We all know this to be the case. So where I'm going with this is that when I provide mental health treatment, ideally, I like it to be just between me and the patient. And so whenever you involve these third parties, especially if it's a third party that is going to be losing money as a result of you having some mental health disability or needing time off to go, and that is a separate video because I myself had to deal with employers and things and needing time off, but that's a different story. The point of this story is when you start incorporating other entities and third parties, especially if they're going to be losing money, your privacy is basically out the window. Our treatment plan is basically out the window. For example, like if I say that, we'll just follow up as needed, they want to see that you have actually scheduled an appointment very frequently for the duration of the time that they will be losing money. So if you have an upcoming appointment next month, but you've applied for something where the company is going to be losing money for 6 months, they're going to deny your claim because you only have 1 month of follow-up booked. And the papers that you see on your end are not the whole story. They're going to call and fax and basically harass my office into finding details so that they can get out of losing money. And so I just like everybody to know up front that when you start incorporating third parties, especially third parties that are going to lose money, unfortunately, they're going to have some kind of interference with your treatment plan, and they're going to look for any way that they can to not pay you. I will work hard and try my best to get your coverage, but I'm also not going to lie to them. And so if you canceled an appointment and they asked if you had an appointment and you canceled it, like, I'm not going to lie to them, but I'll try my best. But I just want to warn people ahead of time that these companies, their goal is to make money, not to pay you money.